In the previous video, we looked at constructing a project network from the schedule. Our answer is below, and we've conducted what I think is a relatively clean schedule. Now, depending on your handiwork, you may find that it's hard to produce something like this, and you'll just have to practice to do so. As I'd recommend, you can either draw two of these, one scratch one and one proper one. For instance, we had to swap the E and the F, and if you've drawn this in pen, most probably you could either cross out the E and the F, but it can get so messy that you'll run into trouble. So I'd either recommend doing these in pencil with an eraser or drawing two of them. Now that we've drawn this neatly, I'll show you why we've done this like this with nice big circles for the nodes. It's so we can do our earliest scan time and our latest start time. So we always start at the 0, and then we've got a 7 there, and then we've got either a 9 or a 10. We always choose our maximum. Here we can either have a 15 or we can have a 14, so we choose a 15. And then here it's either going to be a 20 or it's going to be a 17, so we choose the 20. And here it's either going to be a 23, and that's it. Then we do a back scan, and we'll do that in red. We always match that, and that circle maybe was a little bit small. 23. That's a 20, 20 I should say. It's a 15 there. This one has 2 going into it, so it's either going to be 13 or it's going to be 11. So we choose the minimum, which is 11. Going to this node here, we've got 15 minus 8, which is 7, or 11 minus 3, which is 8. We choose the minimum, 7, and we've got a 0 there, and let's just double check it's 2, and we have a 0 to finish. See how we have got a 0, 0? It's always our sanity check. If you don't get a 0 here, something's gone wrong, so it's time to recheck your network. Our next step, you could be asked to do this, is to find your minimum completion time, which we know is now 23. In this case, 23 hours. And also, you can find your critical path. If you highlight where the numbers match, and then highlight the path itself, you can see here we've got our activities. So the CP, or the critical path, is A, C, G, and H. And that's more or less how you do a forward and back scan using our nice, neat project network drawing. And that's the reason why we draw these large circles. Got to be able to fit those numbers in. Thanks. In the next video, we'll be looking at another example of constructing a project network from a schedule. But in this case, you're not given the order, you're given the immediate predecessors.